Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Now today's video is a little bit different to the videos that we've normally been doing, but I feel it's a video that's quite important. Now as you can see by the title, it's about dash cams. Now I'm going to tell you a little story about a year and a half ago. Me, Brooke and Thor, this was before we had the YouTube channel. We went to Cornwall. Now we stayed at Stonerush Lakes, which is a place that we stay pretty much every year and have done for years and years. Now we drove to Cornwall and about 10 minutes away from the destination where we was heading to, we came off a main road. We turned up onto a country road. Now as we was going up the country road, literally as we turned onto it, there was a 40-foot truck coming down. I pulled over to the left to let it pass, and then as this truck went past, we then started going up the hill. And as we was going up the hill, a van come flying around this corner extremely fast, and basically I emergency braked, pulled to the left as far as I could, and we were stationary, and this van just kept coming. And it crashed into the front of us, it hit our front bumper, and it smashed the wing mirror off the side of the vehicle, and obviously caused damage. Now, obviously we was quite in shock because, like I said, he was speeding round the corner. So we got out the car, we separated the vehicles, got out, spoke to the driver of the other car, and obviously I got his insurance details, finally. So anyway, we sorted all that out on the spot and went on our way, and then obviously I contacted my insurance company and I got the damage to my vehicle fixed, everything done, dusted. Now, about 3 or 4 months later, my insurance was due on the van, so I rang up to renew it. And when I spoke to my insurance company, they said to me the price had gone up dramatically. And obviously I asked them why is my insurance gone up so much? And they said to me, oh, well, you was involved in a 50-50 accident. And I was like, what do you mean a 50-50 accident? They said to me, well, you was involved in an accident and it went 50-50. And I went, how could it have possibly gone 50-50 when, number one, I wasn't at fault, and number two, I sent the dash cam footage to you? Anyway, getting to the point, I spoke to their claims department, and it turned out that even though I'd sent the dash cam footage over to them, they'd not received it, or it had gone missing somewhere. So they looked into it and everything, and then basically they turned around and said, yes, it's gone down as 50-50, but we can clearly see you were not at fault. Excuse me. But then they also told me that the other side was disputing who was at fault. And I was like, I don't understand what you mean. They told me that the other side, basically the driver of the vehicle that hit me, had put a statement in saying that I had crashed into them and I was driving carelessly, and they apparently pulled over to the side, they were stationary, and I crashed into them. So obviously I said to my insurance company, we can clearly see that that's not the case. So anyway, my insurance company dealt with it so that obviously the damage got fixed, but there was a dispute at who was paying for the damage. Now this went on for a year and a half, and it went that far that it ended up in court twice. The first time we went to court, it got adjourned, and the second time, which was this week, we went back to court again to basically fight because they were still not admitting liability. So anyway, so we ended up in court, like I said, this week, and it went into court, and basically in court it got dropped because they clearly knew that we had the dash cam footage, and basically on the day it all got settled and sorted. And obviously my insurance company are happy now because they've admitted liability officially now, so it's all done and dusted and dealt with. I'll now put the dash cam footage on now so you can watch it and you can actually see what happened again, so you can clearly see obviously what happened. So I just turned on to this country road, and then obviously slowly coming up the hill, And then I seen a 40-foot truck coming towards me, so obviously I safely pulled over to the left, obviously allowing the truck to pass. So after the truck had passed, just pulled back out, started going up the hill, wasn't going very fast, and at this point I seen this van coming around the corner really fast, slammed my brakes on, and that van, it just crashed straight into me. It hit the front bumper and the side of the van where the wing mirror is. Okay guys, so by watching that, you can clearly see, I mean, I know it all happens like very quickly and very fast, but you can clearly see if you watch it a couple of times, I was stationary, they crashed into me because they was going so fast. Why that ended up going to court, I've no idea. Now here's the thing, had I have not had dash cam, what would have happened? Because I can tell you what would have happened. It would have stayed at 50-50, even though I wasn't at fault, and my insurance would have gone up, because how could we have proved whose version of events was true? Now, my insurance company said that because there was no road markings in the middle of the road, if there had been no dash cam footage, it probably would have gone 50-50, because obviously, who can prove what really happened? It's our word against theirs. And they obviously told blatant lies, hoping that, you know, they would get away with getting into any type of bother or anything. And obviously they didn't want their company insurance going up. But luckily, we had the dash cam and it went to court and it all got sorted, obviously in our favour. Now what I'll say, guys, if anybody out there has got a Volkswagen Campervan, a motorhome, even a car, get a dash cam. Because obviously with a motorhome and like campervans, you know, there's a tendency that like if you're going travelling and things, you're going to probably end up going down small, narrow lanes, you know, little country roads, because, you know, going to campsites or going wild camping, going to the beach and so on, there's a probability that you're going to obviously be going in these narrow spaces. Now, if you don't have a dash cam and you get some idiot driver doing something like that, it's your word against theirs. And, you know, like I said, I keep saying it, thankfully we had a dash cam that obviously proved our case, because if we'd not been able to prove it, it would have cost me money. My insurance would have gone up. And why? Because I didn't do nothing wrong. So basically, guys, that's what today's video is about. If you've been thinking at any point about getting a dash cam, because I've spoke to a lot of my friends and family, and they've said, yeah, I've been thinking about getting a dash cam. Listen, if you're thinking about it, get it done. They're relatively cheap. They're easy to fit. They just basically plug into the cigarette lighter. You can get a basic one. You can get them hardwired in. But you can basically just buy one. You can get them on Amazon for about £50. You just plug them in, put a memory card in them, and you're off and away, and it's recording. So guys, that's what today's video is about. If you're thinking about getting a dash cam, especially like I said, if you own a vehicle that's a little bit bigger, like a campervan or motorhome or anything like that, get a dash cam. Well, I hope that that's been useful for somebody, and you know, you do take my advice and things. If you've been thinking about one, do get one. So that's today's video. So if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Please give the video a like and a thumbs up. And until next time, guys, I think we might be going on a quick trip next week, so stay tuned for that. So until next time, guys, bye for now.